Good God. Good evening and welcome to Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Right here on bigsradio.com, WOSDradio.com, and World Vibe Radio. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, officially checking in. And we have no special guest tonight. Nothing special planned. Just the usual. You know, in our last hour, we do a little thing we call foreplay. That's 4 songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female. And that's pretty much it. And of course, we do Facebook Live on certain nights. You know that. I don't even have to tell you what nights we do Facebook Live. So that's not even a question, right? It's not even an option. Unfortunately, I didn't get a nap tonight. So if I fall asleep in the second hour, you all have permission to call me, and I'll give you my number. The number is 773-675-2400. That's 675-2400, area code 773, all right? I see some people coming into the chat room already on Facebook. Let's kick it off with Gladys Knight and No Pips. This is License to Kill from the movie of the same name here on Bedtime Stories. Mm-hmm. Good evening, Lady G. Good evening, Daryl. Captain Daryl Awesome Owens. Yeah, I finally adjusted the light in here so it looks a little bit brighter and not so bright. So, yeah, it's cool. As long as you guys can see me, I'm cool. I'm cool. Yeah, I am good. We're good to go. Don't mind my hair. It's time for a haircut. Yep, time for the haircut there. There we go. It's going to be a quick night for me. I have to sleep fast. Okay. What's for dinner, Al? It's funny you should ask. We're going to do a bit. It was suggested by my good friend Chris Bays. I said we're going to do a bit. It's going to be, so what's Al eating tonight? And the answer is always going to be like, like one word, this big buildup. What's Al eating tonight? And then the answer, hoagie or ribs or pasta. So something like that. Anyway, I'm wearing my glasses tonight because, you made shrimp tacos. Ooh, sounds good to me. I was supposed to pick up a plate yesterday from on Facebook. She's known as Frances Pratt, but we call her Peaches. And I was supposed to go to her house and pick up a plate. Unfortunately, I didn't make it, and she's probably mad at me. So because I didn't make it, so I bloated. So she probably had it all fixed and everything else. And then my headlights went out on my truck. So I had to get a ride. And you know how that goes. Unless you put a special stop on the Uber or the Lyft, it'll just keep going until the next destination. So that was it. So I'm good. Shrimp tacos, you say? And of course I have the... No, not Peaches from Milwaukee. No, this is... You went way back. I haven't seen that Peaches in years. I wouldn't know what she looked like if she walked up on me. Hey, Al. Hey, how you doing? I don't remember me from the Proud Lady Show, huh? Oh, yeah, Peaches from the Proud Lady Show. I wouldn't know what she looked like. Or the other girl that you call Miss GP. Remember her? Because I can't think of her name. All I can remember is the nickname that you gave her. Because Miss GP. Pamela said chicken salad. Save me some, girl. Save me some potato. Well, anyway, chicken salad, yes. Potato salad, no. I'm good on that. No. Latanya Lynn Garrett, good evening. How are you? Welcome to Bedtime Stories. I have to remember where I am. It's like, okay, I'm at the crib, so that must be Bedtime Stories. If I'm at the other place, then it must be the other thing, the other name of the show. Because if I say it out loud, I'm going to screw it up. I'm going to say it when I turn the mic on. So, How are you, Latanya Lynn Garrett, and everybody over there at La Rabida? We haven't forgotten about you. It's just that, we're having transportation problems. I went to 3 different banks. Now, banks are in the business of lending money, correct? Oh, but the truck has to be a certain year for us to finance it. Oh, you got to have a credit score of 600 or better. I'm like, oh, so I'm better off just going to, what's that place over on South Chicago, and talking to Chester and getting another vehicle from him that he buys for $500 at the auction and he sells for like $3,000. Okay, I don't know. I guess I'll pass on that. My mechanic has a truck that he's trying to sell me, so I'm going to try to get it. So that's it. Hey, Deborah, I am good. 71st and Western. Well, see, I already have a truck in mind. But what's on 71st and Western, just in case? Because I'm not trying to go there to buy a car, because my mechanic has this nice Cadillac truck sitting in front of his crib, and he wants $9,000 for it. So I'm hoping that I hit the lottery or whatever, or somebody else hits the lottery and just says, "Oh, here, Al, here's $9,000. Go get your truck." I said, "I can't pay you back. I can never pay anybody back." So, what's on 71st and Western, Daryl? Is I'm not trying to buy another car from anybody else and pay a note, which I'm gonna pay a note anyway if I get a bank loan. But it's not like a note, if you know what I'm saying. So, you know, so I mean, at the beginning of the year, I had a 700 credit score. I should have struck while the iron was hot and got everything that I thought I wanted. So I'm gonna get a car too. Okay, I got 700. Oh, credit score. Oh yeah, give me a car too. But then tragedy struck, so it didn't work that way. So, 76 in Western. Oh, car credit. I know what you're talking about, but like I said, I have a vehicle. I just need the money to get the vehicle, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, I know what I want, and I'm not going to do what I did before, which was to just settle for something that ran. Like when I had my Montana van, it was a nice van, but it wasn't really what I wanted. But it was only the only thing that I could afford, and it was a nice van, and it had like a TV in the back where I could watch DVDs and all that stuff. It was cool, but yeah, 76 in Western, and I've heard horror stories about that place too. But thanks, Daryl. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. But yeah, I don't think I'm. Like I said, he's got a truck. I'm trying to get that truck, and then that's it. My mind's made up. No turning back. Yes, I'm happy because I think I'm on the right track. Anita Baker. And how does it feel? Right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to my sister, Angie Martin Turner, who hooked me up on the 4th of July. Because guys, I got to tell you, if you don't know this about me, then I'm going to let you know. I don't eat pork. So my sister hooked me up with beef ribs and beef hot links. Now, she had some ham hocks in the greens, but that was okay. It was like 2 ham hocks, but that's basically for flavor. So I didn't take the ham hocks, but I did take the greens. So it was all good. It was corn, just everything. She hooked me up, and I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you, sis. That made my 4th of July a lot better. Thank you. No pork. Hello to DJ Emmanuel Pippin, who's watching us right now on Facebook Live. What's going on, nephew? If you guys have some records for sale and you want to get rid of it, get rid of them, I should say, just hit DJ Emmanuel Pippin up. He'll hook you up. And of course, he might hook me up with some money for a truck. Daryl Owen said, that truck sounds nice. Yeah, it's an 09 Cadillac Escalade, and it looks nice. It's black. I mean, I got my eye on it. Got my eye on it. Also, hello to Janine Lee Jefferson, whose son just got hired over at WVLN, and he's going to be like the next generation of radio people because he is just so passionate about it, like we were back in the day, Daryl. Well, we didn't know any better. The difference is this brother went to DePaul, so I am so happy to be one of his mentors. That is, if I am. So we're going to work on him. We're going to work on him, Janine. He's going to be all right. He's going to be the next generation. I tell you. Here's David Alver. I want to write you a love song. It's your Dr. Al Greer, and this It's Bedtime Stories. You got your eye on the 2021. Well, I already have one. Unfortunately, it belongs to someone else in Park Forest. So, yep, I helped them get a car, had a 700 credit score. Now, like my sister said, I can't afford a Matchbox car. Anyway, that's right. Dean's List on DePaul, Mr. Jefferson. That's what I'm saying. Janine, I couldn't be more proud of him if he's my own son. So, I know you're proud. Dean's List. That's what's up. That is all right. I am. I know your blouses are unbuttoning at the seams with pride, and I feel you on that. I feel you. Yep, he got hired. He just did 11 hours this weekend, as a matter of fact. I mean, he took to it. He did it. He took to it. I didn't get a chance to listen, but I'm sure he didn't have any dead air. So I'm happy for him. I really am. Anytime I can get somebody hired and they ask me, well, what do you think? Oh yeah, he's a natural. He's got this. So that's what I'm talking about. They went on my word. So congratulations once again, Janine. Yep, you owe me lunch or dinner or breakfast or whatever. But like I said, anytime I can get somebody hired and they ask me for a recommendation, oh yeah, I'm gonna make them sound like they was doing it for years. So, I'm glad to have put in a good word for him so that he could get hired, and that's it. I'm happy for him. I really am. He did 11 and turned around and did 9. I know you are. I know you're proud. I am proud for you. Once again, anytime I can get somebody hired like that, I'm like, okay, go on, Al, go on. So what do you think? Should I hire him, Al? Sure. Are you kidding me? That boy's another Al Greer. I didn't say that because he probably wouldn't have hired him then. Not to say I'm a bad man around there, but it's interesting because everybody up there gives me the utmost respect. I'm Uncle Al. I'm Professor Al. I'm Dr. Al. So I'm just I'm happy. I am happy. Today is your Grand Diva's birthday. She is 12. All right. That's all right. Yes, we are proud of you, Janine. We are proud of you. And John, I look at him, I'm like, dang, that was me years ago. I showed him a picture of me. I'm like, I was your size once. I had your enthusiasm. I had all of that. This is when I started. I showed them a picture of me out in Gary, Indiana, Daryl, when we was both skinny. So, and Daryl used to take me to work. Yep, in his J2000. He used to drive me to work. Sure did. That was my first gig. So that's how long me and Daryl been hanging. He used to drive me to work. I didn't know how to get to Gary, and not only did he drive me out there, he showed me how to get out there on the train. So that was it. So yes, he is. He is an amazing young man. Now, if I can get $9,000, don't mind me, I'm only serious. But anyway, and don't speak too loud because I don't want my truck outside to hear that he's about to get replaced. You know, so I got Barry White. I was like, what should I name the new truck? Since we already got Barry White, and the new truck is black, so he can't be Barry Black. So we got to have Barry White, and we got to have you know, the Dark Knight, maybe the Dark Knight. I don't know. I know you would, and like I said, I'm only serious. I mean, playing. You know, I had a friend of mine a few years ago. He got on Facebook, and he had, maybe, I guess, what's the maximum that you can have? 500 people. And he put on there that he needed money. And he said if every friend on Facebook gave him $1, he would have $500. Well, that actually never happened. Unfortunately, it didn't happen for him. And unfortunately, he lost his car because he took out one of those loans, one of those payday loans, and he couldn't quite, make the payment. And they took his car, and it was bad because he had stuff in his car. He was basically living out of his car, and they came and got it. And I felt so bad for him. He just, he had it rough when he was here. Unfortunately, he's gone now, but he had it really rough. And I was like, man, he got burned out of his apartment. When I say he got burned out of his apartment, you probably saw it on the news. His name was Shannon Rice, and he was living on 83rd Street, and somebody purposely started a fire in his apartment. He was just getting himself together, and it was just, So you still got a year of DePaul to pay for it. Let me tell you, Janine, they came to my house to get the money for Columbia. When I say they came to the crib, they're like, "Is Mr. Greer here?" My mother went to the door and gave them the money in an envelope. Yes, sure did. She gave them the money in an envelope. She knew who they were when they got it. Like, Ma, that's Columbia College out there. They want their money. My mother was fearless. She wasn't scared of nobody. Heard you was looking for my son. Well, here he is. You got to get through me first. Man, she was rough. So you got a year left of DePaul to pay for. Well, knowing him, he'll help you pay for it now. That's a good boy. Reminds me of one of my kids, I tell you. Anywho, sounds like me. Kill a brick over my jank. I know that's right. I know that's right. And that's the way I am with my kids. Kill a brick. I never heard that one before, but yeah, I like to use that one. Kill a brick. But I feel you. I really do. We love the childrens. And when they grow up like that and they smart like that, oh man, makes you even more proud. Come on, Marvin. Just to keep you satisfied, yes. Marvin Gaye right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Thank you so much for joining me. Janine Lee Jefferson. Also, John Caldwell. I saw him clowning over there at Guitar Center today. You just had to show off, didn't you, John? And I think, I don't know who was holding your camera phone, but he's just showing off. I'm like, okay, go on, John. I ain't mad at you. My man. John was clowning on the bass. I was like, where is he? I'm gonna split his head when I see it. I'm gonna hit him over the head with my bass. Pamela Mahogany Clemens. Hey, Pam Clemens, how are you? Thank you for joining me. And once again, to my sister, Angie Martin Turner, I appreciate the food. This morning when I came home, when I got off work at the other radio station, I came home and had some macaroni and cheese and a hot link. Macaroni and cheese and a hot link. Breakfast of champions, I tell you. This hour of Bedtime Stories is brought to you by Metro PCS by T-Mobile. Here's the Queen. I saw you clowning, Mr. Caldwell. Yeah, John was getting it. Playing chords and stuff. I heard you. Trying to make me look bad. Okay. John was like, I'm just playing. I wasn't trying to make Al look bad. It's, he was just doing his thing. I ain't mad at you. You was killing it. I was like, I'm glad to know him. Sure. I'm just glad to know you, bro Ham. But I just want to tell you something. John Caldwell, I'm coming for that ass. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, John. I heard you. Hey, James, what's going on, man? I'm coming for you. Won't let you know. Wait till I practice. Anyway, yeah. Don't get scared now. Hey, James. John, you ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm like a novice at this compared to you, please. I'm base in training. Bit, base in training. There we go. Said, you want to learn how to play the guitar. When I was a kid, I took piano lessons and I took guitar lessons from a lady who lived across the street from us. And she played in church. Her name was Regina Taylor. And she played in church. And I'm like, oh, I want to play the guitar. But then I heard Larry Graham and Louis Johnson and I can never remember his name. I can just remember his initials, AJ, the one that played For the Love of Money, that bass line, Anthony Jackson. So ever since then, I'm like, I'll let Prince play the guitar. I'm going to play the bass. And Prince has had some of the best bass players ever. The last band he had, which was Third Eye Blind, them chicks was on fire. He had a whole girl band and they was killing it, except for the keyboard player. He was a brother. But it's like, he was killing it. Hey, sis, my other sis, Deborah Watlington House. I was talking about you too today. You know, you and Pam Watkins, how y'all used to taunt me when I was a kid. But look what happened. Yep. Some 40 years, I still sound like a radio. But, you know, Bootsy is a killer bass player. He is. I saw Bootsy in concert at the Erie, not the Erie Crown. We was in the hood. Yeah, Prince was cool. And Prince had, you know, I hate to say it, but he had a you know, a kitty bass, you know, because you know the bass was bigger than him, but he had one of them kitty basses, and every now and then he'd do a bass solo. I'm like, I know that's got to be a scale model bass, you know, like a student bass, but he was killing it. He was killing it. James Jamerson, one of the best of all. Yes, James Jamerson. You know, I thought all those parts that he played were written. Come to find out, and Lady G, you already know this. Come to find out, everything he was playing was made up in his head. You know, they would give him the charts and he could read music, but most of his was improvisation. So, yeah, he was a bad man. Yeah, short scale. But he was killing, Prince was killing that short scale. He had a couple of basses, but not as many guitars. He had, like, you know, he had all the short scale guitars. And it's funny because he kept the first guitar, which was like a Telecaster knockoff. It was like a Honer or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, he had all of the he had some of the best guitars made in the world. You know, he had he had the Honer. That I think that was his first. Of course, he had a Strat. He had another Honer Wildcat. Thank you. Thanks, John. You like all I gotta do is ask John. I was like, what did he play? Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. John already knows. But all of his guitars, he had a Fender, I think it was. I think it was a Fender, but it was a acoustic, electric acoustic, and it was black. And he played it on VH1. What was the name of the show? The VH1 Unplugged, where he was just playing, you know, the electric acoustic bass, guitar rather. I mean, he was killing it. He was killing it. I was like, dang, you know, because he did Cream, and he played it, you know, on the guitar. Cream, boogie bob. Look up in the air, it's your guitar. Ding, 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 ding. I'm like, I don't know, was which instrument he was better on. You know, it's like he wrote his songs on the piano and then he played them on the guitar, and then yeah. So, would you win tickets all the time on V103? Oh, you would win tickets. My daughter, get this. My daughter won once. She was listening to, get this. She was listening to Herb Kent. It was one Saturday, and we were all up, and she won something. She won some prize package. Of course, she never got it. Once Herb found out who she was disqualified. I'm like, Herb, why you give my daughter her stuff? Well, she's your daughter, so it looked like I set that up. Oh, well, she won fair and square. She called in, you answered the phone, and you put her on the air. So you got to give her her stuff. She still hasn't gotten it to this day. It's been what, 4 or 5 years since he's been gone? Yeah. Anyway, it's raining in Olympia Fields. Really? It's not raining over here. Anyway, somebody said the other night that I look like Richard Pegee. I guess it must be the glasses. So I look like Richard. I sound like Herb. I can't escape them. I really can't. No matter what I do, I cannot escape those people. But anywho, about that $9,000. You close to oh, you're in Hazel Crest. Okay. I'm about to say all you suburbanites. Well, I'm in Cal City. So, we're all within miles from each other and not a lot of miles. What separates us is like, what, 10, 15 minutes, if that much. That was the only song that was produced by Quincy Jones on The Queen of Soul. The only one, which is unusual, I guess. When he's on a roll, he'll produce everybody. But he did that one song, Angel, which was written by her sister Carolyn. That is The Queen of Soul, 2 in a row from her. The other one written by Mr. Curtis Mayfield, and that was giving him something he can feel. It's your Dr. Al Greer, and this is Bedtime Stories. Thank you so much to Brother John Caldwell, who checked in, as well as Daryl Owens, a.k.a. Captain Daryl Owens, a.k.a. DJ Daryl Awesome Owens. All of that. Janine Lee Jefferson, she says she used to win things all the time on V103. Like, you're lucky because, you know what happens. It's like the luck of the draw. It's like once they announce that there's going to be a contest, then people start calling in automatically and they jam the phone lines and you can't get through. It's the luck of the draw. So a lot of times when you call a radio station, there are people already waiting because they know it's time to do the contest because, they're so damn predictable. So when they're about to go into a contest. So they already start calling. For you to win that many times, that's all right. That's all right. Hear the whispers. I think this one I took off of the television. I think I did. This is Little Red Riding Hood on Bedtime Stories. Little Red Riding Hood, you sure look good. Curtis was a great guitarist. The only thing is he tuned his guitar funny, not like most guitar players. He tuned it, because he didn't know how to tune it. So, they were like, how you got this tune? Nobody could play Curtis's guitar but him because he had it tuned a certain way. It's like E, A, D, D, G, flat, something like that. But he had his, and they were like, how's he playing that? But anyway, now all I need to do is hit that multi-million lottery. And if you hit it, I just need 9 grand. That's it. I'm gonna give it to the mechanic. I'm like, look, I owe you 500 for the rims. All right. Because it's getting to the point now he's not even taking my phone calls to fix my truck anymore. He just wants me to call him and say, look, I got the money for the Cadillac truck. And that's all he want to hear. I'm going to take the bus over there and get that sucker. But you say you give me 10? Okay, cool. That's what I'm talking about, because I'm going to need, tax plates and license and tax license and, whatever. So that's cool. I appreciate you. But, I know you all would if you had it, with your stimulus money and stuff. Yeah. With your stimulus money. Uh-oh, DJ Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, thank you. Tax, tags, and title. That's right. And that's coming from somebody who doesn't drive, and I couldn't get it out. So, well, I'm a little tired. DePaul is getting your stimulus. I know, right? I told you, Columbia came to my house to get my tuition, and that was it. Yeah. So, I understand. I appreciate whatever I get. And I got to tell you this, and he may not want credit for it, and he might not even say anything about it. And, he's not on my live right now. But Tony Bosley the other night sent me, I think it was like $25, $30 to my PayPal account. I wasn't expecting it. I don't get on here begging with an expectation to get something. I get on here begging because I'm begging. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, I understand. I'm working 3 jobs trying to make ends meet and trying to save some money at the same time. And every now and then, the kids hit me up for money. My wife hits me up for money. I'm not even at the crib. So, you know how that is. So, I'm just getting child support payments from 1981. What? Your kids are grown. Your kids are grown, Lady G. Dang. Damn. Okay. That's all I got is damn. Well, all right. But anyway, from 1981, really? Okay. But anyway, I went to 3 different banks today. I went to Bank Financial, TCF Bank, whom I thought would give money to anybody that's black. The colored folks bank, TCF. They didn't give me no money. But the closest I got was at Fifth Third Bank over in Dalton. And the lady was just so nice. I forgot her name. I got her name on a card, but she was just so nice and so pretty. I didn't mind her turning me down because she was so pretty. And she took the time to tell me, you can go to one of those lenders and then the bank would finance the truck and then you would get the money back at the end. And I'm like, okay. So I get that. So I would give them the money, and you know, but lenders are kind of, high as far as the money is concerned. So we'll see what happens. If I can come up with half, I'll be all right. If I can give him $4,500, and then maybe do the rest in payments, he might go for that. I don't know. They were discovered by Philip Bailey of Earth, Wind, and Fire. That is Free Life and Wish You Were Here, right here on Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep, with the greatest love songs of all time here on BiggsRadio.com, WOSDRadio.com, and, of course, World Vibe Radio. And I need to call and check on Gerald Kelly to see how he's doing, because he's over there on the West Coast. And I hear the weather was just hot is an understatement. It was so hot today over there that they thought they saw Satan in a Speedo. They said it was so hot, I tell you. They say Satan was drinking ice water. It was so hot. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Lady G. Thank you so much for checking in. And Janine Lee Jefferson and her son, John, who is working at WVON. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for him. I'm as happy for him as his parents are, probably more. That way I don't have to do too much overtime, They're the Dramatics. Just shopping, not buying anything. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. And this is Bedtime Stories. What did I say? John Jefferson? Oh, see, I'm slow. James Jefferson. Yeah. The first poem in the rears of 22. Whoa. So they're going to pay me $156 a month until it's gone. I wish I'd gotten that lump sum. Yeah. If you gotten that lump sum and gave me $9,000, good Lord. Me love you long time for $9,000, please. Me love you long time. Hey, G.I. Jane, me love you long time for $9,000 too. I'll be your personal butler. I'll be chauffeuring your ass in that Cadillac. And it's black too. I'll put on the cap and everything. I'll pick you up. Where would you like to go, Lady G? Oh, just drive around the block. Okay, that's fine. Would you like to go shopping, Lady G? Yes, I would. Thank you. Okay. Would Walmart be fine for you? Yes, and please wait outside. Oh, okay. Nino, what's going on? Anybody that gave me that amount of money, I'll be chauffeuring them around like they my mama. And see, my mom would do it. I'm like, ooh. In a way, I'm glad she ain't here, because if she did it, I'd be like, ooh, I'd be crying. Mom, I can't pay you back. I know you can't pay me back, baby. I know. I can't pay you all that money back. I know. So, would you say, no, take me to Chanel, please? Shoo, you got it. Shoo, for that amount of money, please. Every time I'll take off work to drive your ass around for that amount of money. True. You'd be sick of me. Where would you like to go today, Lady G? Now take me to the Gold Coast and just drive around. Okay, you got it. Mm-mm. Yep. Yeah, buddy. I, I had a whole butler suit on and stuff. Be like I'm driving Batwoman around or something. Green Hornet lady. Mm-mm. I tell you. And it's not that I'm putting Barry down. It's just Barry needs a friend. He white and he needs a black friend, and that black friend is yeah. He need a black friend. Why isn't he in jail? Who? Why isn't who in jail? Bill Cosby? I don't know. I can't tell you. Mm-mm. Why isn't who in jail? I'm sorry, I must have missed. Did I miss a conversation or something? Why isn't he in jail? I'm confused. The sperm. Oh, the sperm donor. Oh, okay. And see, I don't believe in that. That's been my biggest pet peeve. And I just recently got my license back because of child support. How they gonna cancel your license or suspend your license? You can't make no money if you doing Uber and Lyft and you out there driving and they take your license away because you owe child support. Well, guess what? Now I can't pay no child support because I can't drive my Lyft and Uber because they no license. You can't drive. Your car might as well be sitting outside, and that's it. But they kill me with that. They cancel your license. I'm like, thank God my kids are grown, except for one, and I'm not paying no child support on her. She's 16. She got a job. But anyway, yeah. Oh, she's talking about your first ex, and it's a stupid law. They suspend your license. Now you can't drive. Sound like a commercial, don't I? Now you can't. No, I can't drive. Thank God for the lawyers at the moment law. Anyway, but it's like, yeah, you know, well, we'll just take away your privileges to drive. Oh, well, I can't go to work. You know, you might work for the post office and you got to drive that little truck around that has that steering wheel on the other side. Now you can't drive. No license. They ain't gonna let you drive their truck. FedEx, UPS, you gotta have a CDL license. You gotta have a truck license to drive one of them big rigs, those big UPS trucks. And they take your license away? Oh, okay. That's real smart. Yeah. This was 40 years ago, and frankly, I had forgotten about it. Yeah. But yeah, that's yeah, they go back, way back in the time. It's I've always said that it's a stupid law. I'm like, okay, and that's not what I want to say. That's some dumb doo doo. We're gonna take your license now, like the man said in the commercial, and now you're not going anywhere. Shoot, you ain't going nowhere. Mm-mm. Once the children are grown, they can sue the father for back child support. Don't let my son hear that. Because that Negro might try to do that. He might try to pull that. Yes, he would. I believe it. Mm. For years, he sang with the group The Dramatics. As a matter of fact, they renamed the group to put him out front, featuring Ron Banks. And these days, it's The Dramatics featuring L.J. Reynolds. That is Ron Banks, and Make It Easy on Yourself. Right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. And of course, this hour is sponsored by. And we are WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis, and World Vibe Radio. All the way out in Arizona? Yeah, okay. Arizona. I gotta remind myself, I'm getting old up in here. It's your Dr. Al Greer, and this is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. And of course, we're on Facebook, each and every night that we're on Facebook, we have a different subject we talk about. We're talking about child support. Do you believe that they should suspend your license if you're not paying child support? I think that was a stupid law, and they finally got rid of it because, say, for instance, you're driving Uber or Lyft, FedEx or UPS, CTA, or CFD. So how do you drive with no license? How do you pay child support with no job? Glad they fixed that, But anyway, it's your Dr. Al Greer, and this is Chicago's own Herbie Hancock and Making Love, Baby, right here on Bedtime Stories. Mm-mm. The guy was put in jail for having firearms in the W Hotel, paid his bond today, and had the nerve to propose to his girlfriend, who picked him up with all TV cameras watching. This guy was obviously white, right, Angie? He was obviously a white guy. Had to have been. And he proposed. His bond was, oh, really? Okay. Interesting. Very. Yeah, he had to have been white. It's that doggone white privilege, I tell you. All the time. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. He had no priors. She went on with her life and wasn't bothered about her old man. All righty then. But yeah, he had to have been, He had to have been Caucasian to pull something like that off. You know, I was watching this video today. It was so disturbing. Someone had called the police on this guy. It was a domestic, and the guy had a gun, and the police turned his back. The woman ran behind the police officer, and as soon as the police got halfway down the steps, he pulled a gun on the broad. I'm sorry, he pulled a gun on his girlfriend, and the cop kept going. You know, luckily he didn't shoot her, but it was like he got a gun. He was white with no priors. Yeah, I figured as such. You know, his name was Keegan. Hey, Ken. Oh no. Oh. Like Keegan and Kells or Keenan and Kells. Yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Wow. Mm-mm. Talk about your white privilege there. If it was one of us, we'd be up under the jail, right? Might have to play this off my phone. Right. If he had been black, they'd have told him to go back. Mm-mm. No, there's no way he'd have gotten away with that. Not if he was colored. He wouldn't have been able to get out. I had to switch over to my phone. The program was lagging. Mm-mm. Those same gun he possesses is going to be the end of that girl's demise. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I had to just play that song because I had to play it off my phone because I was having a little difficulty with my computer. But I'm glad I played it. I was getting my hair done one day. Yes, I get my hair done. Probably can't tell tonight if you're looking at me on Facebook, but my niece does my hair, right? And she has one of those, um, boom boxes that Bluetooths to your phone, and she's playing this song, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's the Bee Gees, How Deep Is Your Love? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, but that's who's the artist on there? She said PJ Morton. I'm like, PJ Morton is a gospel singer. Not on that song, he isn't. That's How Deep Is Your Love from PJ Morton right here on Bedtime Stories. This lady celebrated a birthday, well, unfortunately in heaven. Well, fortunately in heaven, because they say when you commit suicide, it is not your life to take. But I do believe that Phyllis is an angel. My true belief. I cried last night when I had a dedication to her on her birthday. I swear I did. Here's Phyllis Hyman and Magic Mona on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. It's magic, you know. Mm-mm. Phyllis was my girl too. I was at the mayor's picnic in Gary, Indiana, and I was about to get introduced to Phyllis. And I just got weak. I mean, talk about getting weak. I was like, oh my God, that's really her. I was like, I was like on the Eminem commercial. You really do exist. And I fell out. I'm like, oh my God. Mm-mm. The fish that saved Pittsburgh. Yep. I'm like, oh my God, she is just gorgeous. Mm-mm. Yeah, LT is supposed to give me the soundtrack album. I guess she ordered them online. So the original one, I would like to just have it as a keepsake because that's the only popular song off that soundtrack. Magic Mona. Yeah. I remember her being in concert here in Chicago at the Regal Theater, and they started chanting Magic Mona, Magic Mona. She's turned to the audience, she turned around to the band, and they're like, she said, "You old farts, remember that?" And I was like, "Yes, dear." Like she could rarely hear me, Yes, dear. They love Magic Mona here in Chicago. And she started singing it a cappella. She started singing it a cappella because the band, she hadn't rehearsed it with the band and they'd never heard of it. So she just went for it a cappella and she remembered all the words and they clapped at the end of it. They were like, yay, Phyllis. Mm-mm. Yep. She was like, y'all remember that one? Yes. You are now officially in the steppers capital of the world. And they stepped to Magic Mona. It's been bootlegged so many times, it's ridiculous. The original copy is the only one floating around somewhere that sounds like anything. But yeah, yeah. And I had some of the best seats too. I was sitting right there in the center row, and I could see Phyllis so clearly. You know, saw where they had taped her up because she hated wearing bras. Yeah, they taped her up. Anyway, that was my baby. You know, she was as tall as I was. And almost wore the same size shoe. She has some big feet. But then again, you know, when you're like 5'8" or taller, you can't have no little, size 5 shoes. She was like a 9'10". So love me some Phyllis. Just loved Phyllis. Yeah. Yep, she's singing with the angels now. Very underrated. As a matter of fact, when TV One started their series of Unsung, she was one of the first that they did. They grabbed interviews from the Ebony Jet Showcase, which was co-hosted by Deborah Crable. And she interviewed Phyllis. So they used some of that footage. They also did Unsung on Vesta. Actually, she started doing it and she passed before they could finish. But they had enough footage to finish it. And they even used outtakes at the end and just had her, just being herself. And that was the best part right there, the end, where she just went for it. She had some of the greatest sense of humor that I'd ever met on any female. Usually guys are, kind of crazy, but, she was all that. She was all that. Saw that clip of Phyllis on YouTube, yeah, with Deborah Crable. It was, yeah. Let me stop before I start crying. Love me some Phyllis. A love so fine. Blackbirds. And love so fine right here on Bedtime Stories. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We have a new addition to our radio station. I just have to say this. I am glad to have her because she's going to be everything that I was to this radio station at first. Because, when I first started, I did virtually everything. When I mean everything, I did everything. I was the voice of the station. I was the only DJ on the station, this, that, and the other. But she just started her show. She's on Tuesdays and Thursdays here on WOSD Radio, and soon probably on the other radio stations as well. And the name of her show is called Gems and Jams. So she'll be talking about different subjects and, of course, playing old school and dusties. Now, get this, she's only 35 years old, but her first show, which was on Tuesday, she was playing stuff that, you know, stuff that I would play on my show. Her name is Kim Brio, and I want you all to welcome here to the radio station. So, for those of you who listen to us on WOSD, make sure you say hi to her when you see her posts on Facebook. Those of you who listen to us on Biggs Radio, you can do the same. You can always send her a friend request. Kim Brio is her name. Kim, like that other Kimberly. Brio, Brio, Kim Brio. And not only is she radio personality, but she does what you call branding. So she's in the process of branding me. It's kind of hurting, but that's okay. You know how brands go, it kind of hurts, It's like right here on the left cheek. Thank you so much. It's Bobby Lau, good inside. Hello to my sister from another mister, Deborah Watlington House, who's listening right now in Georgia. It's Bedtime Stories. Love to you makes me feel so good inside. I'll be looking for her. Yep, Kim Brio is her name. The girl is smart. She is very smart. And I'm glad to have her, to join us. But look for her. Kim Brio is her name. Brio. Yeah, she does a lot. If of course when you go to the new website, she did it. Our new app, she's doing it. I mean, all of that stuff. So, and she's going to do a show. That was the trade-off. She said, "Well, if you let me do a show on your station, I'll do all of this." I'm like, "Okay." I can't pay you now. I ain't got no money. I'm trying to get a truck. So, but please look for her, Kim Brio. She does T-shirts, the whole thing. Everything that my daughter does, she does, and then some. So, but she's going to be a great asset to the radio station. So, that's it. Good Lord, I look tired. It's probably because I haven't had no nap. So, let me pep up a little bit, right? Could be the lighting too. But it is what it is. Thank you so much, everybody. Everybody, clap your hands. Yep. I think with with this pandemic and the country opening back up, we're gonna do big things by the end of the year with WOSD and BiggsRadio.com, our affiliate in Philadelphia. World Vibe Radio, we're gonna do real good, real well. So, yep. Mm, mm. Pivot, snatch. I'll be back. Woo-ha! Get way over there. Aha! Success. What'd you say? Building a house? No, actually, I was just I got this new monitor, right? So now I can see the comments without having to look down, up, down, like that, you know? All righty then. I can look up at the screen and see the comments. Oh, it's Chef Greg Dorsey. What's going on, Chef E? Chefy Chef. In the house. So, Chef, you ready to go back to work? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bam, get back up there. You lightning. There we go. All right. We're good now, I think. Put this over here. This go here. And then this go there. Yeah. Lady G said, are you building a house? Ah, okay. Now I'm good. Ah, okay, that's better. There we go. I know Chef, if Chef Greg had $9,000, he would give it to me if he won the lottery. I'm just saying. They're like, Al, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Okay. Leave it alone. And by the way, Chef, I've moved. I'm now an additional 5 minutes away from you. Well, actually, I'm still 5 minutes away from you. So I guess that's 10 minutes away from you now. So. Tony Bosley, thank you, brother. I have always loved that song from the intro all the way to the end. Leon Thomas. Ay, 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 ay. I can't even do it. I had to hit my throat and go, ay, ay. China Doll from Leon Thomas right here on Bedtime Stories, a Steppers classic. Speaking of stepping, hello to Chef Greg Dorsey, who used to work here once upon a time. He's still doing his thing from the Purple Palace. I don't blame you, bro. You always got a spot over here, though. Tony Bosley, I was talking about him earlier. Thank you, Tony, for the little contribution. I really appreciate it. I was able to buy 2 hoagies today, not just one, but 2 hoagies. So when we do our segment, What's Al Eating Tonight, right before we do foreplay, I can say, I'm eating half a hoagie tonight. Thanks to Tony Bosley. I appreciate you, brother. I know you probably don't want your business in the street, but I have to put it out there. When somebody helps me, when somebody does something for me, I really appreciate it. I really do. Now, if I can get this $9,000 for this truck, somebody play the lottery or something. Come on, help a brother out. Here's Leon Ware, rocking you eternally, right here on Bedtime Stories. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Rocking you eternally, or as I like to say, internally. Mm-mm. Rocking you from the inside, baby, internally. You're a baby. Bad DJ time. Yep. But once again, Tony, thank you. My man. You my man, 20 grand. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So it gets me closer to my goal. Yeah. Closer to my goal of $9,000. So who do you all want to hear for foreplay tonight? Let me know. We did the Manhattans, I think, already. So we're not going to wait for LT because she will dominate. Trust me, LT will dominate. She will come in and I want to hear this and I want to hear 4 songs by this person. I'm like, okay, all right. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. The Hennessy Black and the MGDs is gone. He said they gone. I hear you. Mm-mm. And see, your birthday falls, around the holidays. So I know you really clowned. Yeah, I meant to call you too. I found a matrix system, but I waited too long and somebody got it. I was like, dang, that would have been nice. A matrix system? Oh, yeah. It's an all in one. How about Enchantment? Erica Badu. Erica Badu is not, she's not really dusty. She's not old school, but, Enchantment is. I'm just saying, Lady G. So, but Enchantment is good. Erica Badu, not quite old enough. That's their old school. Yeah, it's not like I don't love her. I love me some Erica Badu, especially when she did that video where she was walking down the street stripping, and they had no idea that she was doing a video, and she got arrested for stripping, and she was just walking down the street and doing the song, and until she was naked. I'm like, dang, girl, you don't care, you know. But then again, ladies, if you had a body like Erica Badu, wouldn't you walk down the street naked too? Like, hey, good morning. Hey, how you doing, Erica? Oh, fine. How are you? Okay, all right. Looking good today, girl. All right, yeah, well, Yep, I washed up. I washed up, girl. Yeah, that's good. All right. Yeah, looking good. Okay. All right. See you later. See you tomorrow. New York City. In foreplay? New York City. New York. You know what? New York City got 4 good songs too. Lady G said, yeah, walking down the street bucky naked. You don't think so? Not if you was built like Erica Badu. I mean, she didn't care. She just she just dropping clothes, hey, how you doing? Okay, all right, Erica, see you tomorrow. All right. Got, got a new tat. Want to see it? Okay, yep. They said she was turning guys out. I'm like, I'll pass on that. I'll do Jill Scott instead. Yeah, yeah. Give me some Jill Scott. Yeah, Erica Badu. She's too little for me. You know, I can't have no little woman turn me out. Mm-mm. Hey, walking down the street, Bucky naked, Bucky naked. Oh Lord, don't even, don't forget. Even if I did have a body, I got 2 problems. The girls. Well, yeah, just don't run. If you run, you'll slap yourself to death. They'd be like, when you run down the street. So just walk or walk real slow. So they're like, so they're like swing when you walk. When you walk too fast, they go, you just, you know, just, so they just rock back and forth real cool. Don't let me give you no ideas, don't slap yourself though. clever. Don't slap yourself. Janine said she'd do it. The Maestro Barry White and Just the Way You Are. That's one of those songs that I do in karaoke. Love you just the way you are. And practice what you preach. That's what I should do. I should do karaoke for money. Maybe I'll get that $9,000 and I can go get ain't that much singing in the world. Can't come up with a surprise foreplay, but Isley Brothers and Temptations have been the ones to go for me. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. You know, we kind of keep it simple, you know. Chef Greg suggested this group here. This is one of Lady G's favorites too. It's New York City. Got to Get You Back in My Life. Let's do 2 in a row from them, all right? It's Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Been gone. Without you. See, I can sing. I'm in his range. Who was the lead singer of New York City, Lady G? Janine said, I'm still going with Enchantment. I got you. I got you. Forget. I love that song. I lose me. Got to get you back in my life. See, that's in my range. I can sing that. Got to get you back in my life. I love it. Got to get you back in my life. So blind. The signs. For lovers only, puts me to bed but not to sleep. I hear you, Tom. Yeah, I believe Mr. Joyner used to call it the hope tape. You know, hope to get over that night. You know, yeah, for lovers only. For lovers only. I mean, I swear, you can swear up and down this is some spinner stuff. Got me on camera biting my fingers and everything. Get you back in my life. Hope to get over. That old Uncle Joyner. Well, you're not alone, Janine. Lady G is like the #1 Spinners fan of all times. Yep. I think if she could, she probably would have married Bobby Smith or Felipe or any one of those guys. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. 26 years. Good Lord. That is a long time to be married. I think my longest relationships were like maybe 2-3 months. Like 26 years. Good Lord. Paulette Sanders. Been together 31 years. Woo! Good Lord. Been together 31 years? Oh my goodness. Me and my missus probably would have been together that long because when I met her, Brianna was a baby. So there's a possibility. Yep. It's a possibility we could have been married that long. Or, yeah. No. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like you. Mm. Do you remember? Do you? One more time. Baby, 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 do you? Mm-mm-mm. See, you can't go wrong with Tom Bell and MFSB in the background. You just can't. You just automatically get a hit. 2 in a row from New York City. Do you remember yesterday? Right here on Bedtime Stories. With the Peanut Butter Brother, Dr. Al Greer. Coming up in about 13 minutes, we're going to do Foreplay. That's 4 songs by one of your favorite artists, groups, male or female. So if you have one in mind. Janine Lee Jefferson said she already wants to do enchantment, and she don't care who else has anything to say about it. So it might just be enchantment tonight. Lady G said the Intruders did that one, but an up tempo. I'm glad they slowed it down. I really do. Uh, really glad they did slow that down because it's a jam. There's no two ways about it. Here's Gene, Uncle Gene, that is. Let me be. And temptation. Tear us apart. Temptation. Woman, for you. Come on, Gene. John Caldwell showing off on Facebook. Well, I think it was on Instagram. Just showing off. Yes, I'm drinking Diet Coke. Yep, everything is sugar free. I have to sit there sometimes in different places and read the ingredients on stuff. You know, 0 sugar, 0 salt, 0 this, 0 that. Ugh. I know, right? Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yep, everything is diet this, sugar free this, salt free. Yep. It's like taste free because it's free of taste. It has no taste to it. You know, drinking tea with no sugar in it, coffee with Splenda in it. All of them have the worst aftertaste ever. The worst. Ew. Mm-mm. The absolute worst aftertaste. Just a double yuck. Yeah. It's like soul food with no Lowry's seasoned salt in it. Yeah, everything tastes bland, you know. Dr. Pepper. Ooh, diet Dr. Pepper. Oh yeah. Let me do this is awful. Uh, uh, uh. Yuck. This is awful. What is this? Is not even velvet. Mm-mm-mm. Two in a row from the great Gene Chandler, who celebrated a birthday on the 6th of July, which made him 103. He's going to get me. He is going to get me. Lisa Miller, hey, sweetheart. Yeah, Gene Chandler is at Uncle Gene, as I call him, because he's clean. Every time I see him, suit press, shirt just starched to, I mean, just starched to death. I'm like, hey, he just throw the shirt up in the air and it just lands on him like a cape. Anyway, happy birthday, Uncle Gene Chandler. Just Be True, featuring the impressions in the background. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, just ahead of foreplay. Once again, hello to Lisa Miller. Hey, Lisa, can I borrow about $9,000 so I can get a car? I know you got money. I better cut it out. They're going to really think I'm begging for real. Yeah, I'm only serious. It's Damian Hall, 1/3 of the group guy, and I just want to satisfy you on Bedtime Stories. Lisa, your almost man needs a new car. Well, not a new one. It's just the '09 Cadillac Escalade. The blue book, I can't say blue book. The blue book price is 14 for it, and he wants what's wrong with it? Everything's wrong with my truck. It's just get this. I think I hit it. CarMax offered me $150 for my truck. I was like, are you crazy? It cost me $850 to put the wheel back on. I'm like, I thought you were back with your wife. Smoke and mirrors, Lisa. Smoke and mirrors. Nah. Nope. I'm still single and ready to mingle. You know, she don't want a ninja to come back home. I guess. I don't know. Throw me out there to the wolves. Yeah. How do you throw your husband out there to the wolves? You said you sorry to hear that. Me too. Hey, but that's okay. I'm living it up in Cal City, baby. Me and my cousin. Fully finished basement. Yep. Yep. He said, no. Yes. Yep. I stopped worrying about it. I stopped crying and all that stuff. Oh, I want to go home. Oh, she don't want me no more. It's cool. Because at the end of the day, I gotta be me. I gotta do me. And that's it. So I gotta do me. You know, I'm not getting no younger. So, that's it is what it is. So, you know, maybe she'll call me to come back in September. I don't know. It's what she did last time. So We'll see. You know, maybe she's waiting for the summer to be over with so she can get through kicking it and swimming and everything else. So hey, Paulette Sanders, you know, and hey, you know, as you can see, I'm not a bad looking guy, and I don't treat women, you know, badly, you know. So I'm not too, you know, and my thing is, look, I'm 60 years old. I don't have time for the drama. I just don't. You know, either I come home or I just, you know, as Isaac Hayes says, you got to do your thing. Isaac Brother say it's your thing. James Brown says my thing. So that's it. So I'm doing the thing. And that's it. If she wants me to come home, you know, hey, why don't you come home? Oh, okay, cool. Hey, you know, rent the U-Haul and that'll be it. We'll get this '09. I'm about to say Chevy Avalanche. This '09 Cadillac Escalade, and that's it. You know, sometimes you have to do what makes you happy, and that's it. You know, you got to make yourself happy, and I can't be walking around here. Woe is me. Oh, she won't let me come home. I don't know why, and that's cool. You know, you know. Don't get me wrong. You know, in the words of David Ruffin, it's not that I don't love you. You know how much I do. That's right. But in the words of Smokey, you know, I'll take her back. uh-uh. In a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. Make you happy with all my might. It's day and night. I only wish just to satisfy you. I'm gonna make this the best I can do to keep you happy with all my might. Go on, Shantae Moore. It's a little bad self. Damian Hall, Shantae Moore, here to satisfy you. It's your Dr. Al Greer. And this hour of Bedtime Stories is sponsored by Thank you, Vince Brown. We are WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis, and World Vibe Radio, WVRO. You know, on the go. It's your Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Lisa Miller and to Paulette Sanders. Thank you so much for listening to Bedtime Stories, and of course for checking me out on Facebook as always. This group hails from, of all places, Detroit. Some of their biggest hits were all ballads. And most of those ballads were written by their lead singer, who is partially blind, but not blind to love, because he's written some of the greatest love songs of all time. And I'm not just saying that because I'm playing it. It's true. Tonight we feature the music of enchantment and foreplay. This is Where Do We Go From Here? Lisa! Lisa! You and I, love affair. Lisa! You still got my number, Lisa? Lisa ain't gonna mess with me. I don't know what I did. It's probably when I first met you. You probably still mad because I turned you down. I don't know what was going on. You're welcome, Janine Lee Jefferson. You know, yeah. Send me a picture of your feet. You're probably like, Al, you're crazy. Yes, I am. I'm crazy. Yeah, send me a picture of your feet. I don't see what your feet look like. You know, most guys, they want to see, butt and breasts. I'm like, send me your feet. The rest I know is, I know what that looks like, even through the clothes. Send me a picture of your feet. I'm only serious tonight, y'all, because I haven't had any sleep. So I went straight into, I did recorded the B-side show. So it would play overnight on WVON. And I just went straight into bedtime stories. So I've had no nap. I'm about to grab my sandwich. Because what is Al eating tonight? Hoagie. See, I told you, Lisa, and that's just it. I guess that's how Lisa and I, keep in touch for so long, because she doesn't think I'm serious. So it's like I got a friend for life, with her, because it's like, you just kidding. You ain't, no. Okay. I got another friend like that. That's Nikita Brown. I kissed her once. She said, Al, don't kiss me. Why? We just friends. Oh, I'm sorry. It slipped. I'm never, that'll never happen again. She has some nice feet too. I was like, Al, don't kiss me anymore. We're just friends. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Don't kiss. You know you got a wife. I know you got a wife. I know I got a wife. You know I got a wife, but it slipped, That's, hey, nothing beats a try but a fail, right? Now, two things could have happened. She could have kissed me back or she could have slapped me. Hmm. So I didn't get slapped, so that was okay. Go from here. You're welcome, Janine Lee Jefferson. That was cold, wasn't it? Y'all like that? That's that Richard Peggy stuff right there. But seriously, Lisa, where was that place you were working at? Was that an insurance place or did they lend money to people? Because I can't do either. I can't afford insurance and I can't afford to get a loan. That's so sad. And they only gave me $150 for my truck. I'm like, that's enough for what? About 3 or 4 Uber or Lyft rides. How am I supposed to carry my equipment to a gig? $150. I'm in the process of planning a party. I need a DJ. Well, call Ramonski or somebody. You ain't talked to me in years. Let me stop, for y'all think I'm serious. Okay, Lisa. I mean, I'm gonna do your party anyway, Lisa. I mean, but you gonna pay me because I ain't seen you in years. And right now we're in negotiations. You send me a picture of your feet, I'll knock off $25. Oh, I was looking for the window. I didn't want the lightning to hit while I was on the air. But let me know, Lisa. I'm there. Like I said, I'm trying to get this Cadillac. Daddy need a caddy. Oh, no. And see, before that, I didn't like, only $25. Well, yeah. He said only $25. You must got some dynamite feet if you talking about more than $25 for a picture of some feet. I said feet. I'm not talking about the girls now. I mean, I'm just talking about the feet. You said only 25. You must got some pretty model feet. Foot model. Yeah, I'm a sucker for a pair of feet. Ask anybody that knows me. Lady G knows. I will go with you to go get a pedicure, and we'll stand there and supervise. I said, I think you missed the spot right there, and take extra care of the little toe. Yeah. I know at any minute now my phone's gonna ding and it's gonna be a picture of Lisa's feet. And be like, okay, make it 25.50. Knock off 25.50. Yeah, that's my my lowest offer there. Yeah, 25.50. That's my final offer. Gloria. Yeah. 25.50. That's my final offer. You must gonna blow my mind with these feet, boy. You'd be like, how about these, Al? I'd be like, I remember I did a party once. It was me and somebody else. Who was it? Sam Silk. He was at the time. Sam was on GCI, and I was on GCI. So we paired together, and our special guest was Boys to Men, and all the women had to, have the prettiest feet. I was in foot heaven that day. It's like every woman in there had gone to get their toes done that day. You could smell the polish on them. And they all had open toe shoes on. I was like, Lord, just take me now. Take me now. Okay, Lisa. Yep, let me know about the party. Do you have a case of the sillies tonight? No. I haven't had any sleep. I'm running on fumes right now. So at midnight, you see that door over there? I'm going to fall through the door, Angie. You know what I'm talking about because you've been over here. So I'm about to, that door right there, it's already half cracked. Close my door. preheating my room to a warm 72 degrees. LT, what's going on, LT? Yeah. What's going on, LT? Long time no see, LT. LT, Lady G, LT, Lisa Miller. I'm waiting for my phone to ding. I just know it's gonna ding, and it's gonna be, well, these do. I'm like, you might mess around and get me for a lot less than I would normally charge. I can't go no lower than that. It ain't my money no more. So just stopping by to say hi. Thank you, Janine Lee Jefferson. Do I have the same number? I sure do. Yep, my number ain't changed. It ain't changed a bit. You better stop playing with me, Lisa. I don't have you on the radio, but if you want to be, I'll put you on there. You think I'm playing? You better send me a picture of your feet. Oh, you think I'm playing? Oh no! Right. Put that no chip on me. That's what I'm talking about. No, well, not since I sent them money, but that's it. Uncle Al, yes, okay. How much you need? Okay, I give it back to you on payday. Okay, yeah, this ATM. Al's the man. ATM. Al's the man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's back to work. Yeah. That's good. I'm glad. He responds to me, but it's like, thanks. I got you on payday. I'm like, cool, You know me, I don't care. Money is only for my creditors. It ain't for me. Yeah, that's it. Ooh, I got a whole lot of money. I'm like Floyd Mayweather. I'm sleeping on my money. It's like, yeah, okay. At the end of the day, it is not yours to keep because you can't take it. Yeah, my truck's falling apart. Yeah, when I got it, yeah, it was in great condition. But it's like I'm driving down the street and parts are just coming off. So, I had my truck appraised, and then I had the other one that I'm trying to get appraised. They want 14 for his, and then they offered me $150 for my truck. I was like, what? I'm like, what? CarMax, y'all suck. And I knew the guy there. I forgot his name, but he looked at me and he's like, Doc, what? What? That's not right, is it? Where's the other zero? Where's the other zero? Y'all ain't about to give me no $150 and I just put 850 to put a tire back on. I mean, the whole tire fell off, the hub, the everything. Chicago potholes. Yeah, that's what insurance is for. Yeah. I was driving and the tire flew off. I was like, dang, that's never happened before. Hmm. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to have a telethon so I can raise $9,000 so I can get a truck. I'm going to stay on the air for 3 days until I make $9,000. You think I can do that? Somebody just give me the money so I can just go to sleep. Get off the air and go to bed. Okay. Please. They ain't gonna give me nothing. That's how rich people stay rich. They don't owe nobody no money. That's how they stay rich. I can name some names right now, but I'm on Facebook Live. I'll tell them to their face, you cheat. He's like, that's how I got my money. I don't give my money away. I invest it. Like, dang, you can't give a brother $9,000. That ain't nothing. I need some Willie Wilson in my life. Right, I'm gonna need it. I need full coverage on the Cadillac. Yeah, that's a. I should have. Now that I think of it. Mm-hmm. Shoot, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. Anyway, you go to bed. Okay. All right, Lisa. Don't forget my picture. Bye. It's like, is your number still the same? My number hasn't changed in years. LT can tell you, Lady G can tell you. I've had the same number for years. Last four numbers, 1223. It's been the same for years. And I ain't trying to change it. I love it. Well, I forgot to get my sandwich. I'm about to turn this song on and go get my sandwich. Mm-mm. Yeah, I should have got that PPP money. PPA or PP whatever. It might be too late. They say you got until October to apply for it. Man, whew. Everybody was getting their money. I wasn't getting nothing. I'm scared they're going to ask me for some money and not give me some money. Mm-hmm. That I need. Mm-hmm. 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 That I need. That I need. that I need. I like that. That I need. Wrapping up foreplay with Enchantments. It's You That I Need, Silly Love Song, Gloria, and Where Do We Go From Here? It's your Dr. Al Greer flipping the. Oh, God. You can tell when I haven't had any sleep. I don't know what station I'm on right now since I work for so many. Like, when do you get any sleep? That's a good question. Probably in about a half an hour, I'll go to sleep. Probably fall off to sleep around 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, it's Bedtime Stories on WOSD Radio, DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis, and WVRO, which is World Vibe Radio. Hello to Leslie Taylor, aka LT, and the one, the only, the vivacious, the voice of Robin Lewis, who is the news director of WVON, 1690 AM, the Talk of Chicago, Midway Broadcasting, all of that stuff, since I am the voice of the station. And I got that the other day from Miss Deb. Her name is Deborah Denbury. And she's like, and the way she said it was so nonchalant, Robin. She's like, well, you are the voice of the station. I was like, I went into my JJ mode. I was like, yeah, I know. Anyway, I don't take that stuff seriously. I really don't. Here's Billy Cobham, a little help from Kenneth Kamal Scott. This is Bolines. It's Bedtime Stories on WOSD Radio, DB Chicago, and Biggs Radio. Robin Lewis. Robin, as long as I've known you, I've never known you to have a middle name. What is your middle name? Is it like probably something that you can't or would not tell anyone, you know? Then again, it might be really cool, you know. As long as it ain't country, you know, Robin Lee, you know. We couldn't think of nothing else. We called her Robin Lee. Anyway, you'll see me tomorrow. Yes, you will see me tomorrow, because tomorrow is Thursday. I come back to work, and that's it. Yeah, back to work on Thursday, and then of course Friday, and then I'm off. Woohoo! You know, I am off. And Robin, I might be selling some jewelry with you, because you know, I need a new truck. I'm just saying, you know, but we'll see what happens. Janine said, it's my bedtime. Good night, all. And thank you again, Dr. Al. You are so welcome. And tell that young man of yours, I will see him soon. You said, come on over. Okay. But, yep, I might have to sell some jewelry with you. You know, I'll be like, girls, don't you want to buy jewelry from this face? They'd be like, I don't know. So, yeah, because Robin is, you can drop your website. Go ahead. Yeah. Can you drop? Yeah. Of course, Robin. Come on now. Drop it. You know. My thing is, you know, if you sell to my people, then I get a percentage, right? No, okay. Like 50 cents on $5. Yeah. Every time you sell something, I get 50 cents. Nah. But anyway. But yeah, you can drop your website, of course. I'm all for people making money. I'm all for it. You know. Like, oh, well, you work for me, and therefore you can't do this, you can't do that. It's like, man, please. We all have a side hustle. Or at least we should. We should all have a side hustle. Unless some of us like Janine Lee Jefferson, who's married, she don't need no hustle. She got husband. She don't need hustle. She got husband. So, and she probably works too. So, I mean, everybody's got to work in the house these days. You know, put the kids in, and make them model or something. Put them in there. Yeah. Yeah, everybody got to make some money up in here. Everybody. You know, everybody must make money in this household. That's what I'm talking about. I keep forgetting to go get my sandwich. There you go. Interested in becoming an independent. There you go. So if anybody's interested in being a salesperson, contact Robin. She's making a gang of money. I'm trying to hit her up for at least half of the truck. So trying to hit her up. But that's what I'm talking about. She is she racking up on it. And that's good. Paparazzi Jewelry, paparazziaccessories.com. Robin Lewis. Check her out. See, I'll be putting everybody on, you know what I'm saying? DJ Emmanuel Pippin looking for records. Robin is doing that. She just got off her live. I'll see you tomorrow. Time for bed. You don't have to be at work till 1 o'clock. Come on. How long you gonna sleep? I should talk, right? Yeah. Anyway, I got to go to a little boy's room, and then I'm going to grab my sandwich, and I'll be right back. In that order. I'm back. Woo! What's Al eating tonight? Sandwich. Oh, you get up early. Okay. I'm like, dang. I thought I was doing a lot of sleeping or not sleeping. So that's what's up. Dad, did they put enough oil on this sandwich? It's soaked in oil. I love it. Yes. Damn. Sandwich. They know me at the hoagie place. It's like they know me, homie. Oh, the storm. Mm-mm-mm. Doom, doom. Mm-mm-mm. I love that song. From the album Central Heating Heat Wave. And you're the star of the story that I love so well, that I love to tell. To Dr. Al Greer, once again, hello to Robin Lewis, who is the news director over WVON, and of course, a close co worker of mine. We have worked at like two different stations together, including WVON. We worked at 1390. Um, I worked at 1390 and 1450. So I worked for WVON in three different frequencies: 1450, 1390, and of course 1690. Does that make me old? I guess so. Anyway, we got a few more minutes left here on Bedtime Stories. I'm going to play this one and I'm going to play the other version of this song. Here are the Intruders, the original I Want to Know Your Name. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, and this is Bedtime Stories. All right, Robin. Robin gets up early. She said, I ain't playing. Because the early bird always catches the worm. Mm, Come here, you sandwich, you. What y'all eating tonight? Hoagie. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Now that's a hoagie. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I want to know. Ah. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Well, that's a sandwich. That right there, right there. Oh, no wonder I'm not getting no money. Mm. Didn't have my banner up. Mm. How they know where to send the money, Al? Duh. Old school, baby. Old school. Ah, there we go. Hoagie and a Diet Coke. They go together, don't they? Yes. Mm, 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 mm. Your name. Mm-mm. I remember one night I had taken some drugs and my pupils were dilated. You remember that night, Angie? I was on GCI and I was hallucinating. You remember that night? I was hallucinating on the air. I'm like, what is? I took something. What was that? I took Prozac or something, or no? It was some cold medicine, and it had me flying. You remember that night, Angie? I was flying high. I don't know what that was. I don't remember what it was. You probably remember, Angie, because I had taken them pills. It was like for a cold or something to open up my sinuses. Yep, it opened me up all right. Mhm. I was on the air flying. Yep, yep. I don't even remember what I took, Angie. I was high. That's all I remember. All I remember is it was like, the lights were too bright and it was dark in the studio. It was dark in the studio and was too bright. My pupils are dilated. I look like a cartoon character. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I was flying that night. And I never took that stuff again. I don't even remember what it was. I just knew that I wasn't supposed to take this no more. I was messed up. Flying by the seat of my pants. Well, if they'd have done a drug test on me, boy, they would Xanax or something. Mm-hmm. I was tore up from the floor up, wasn't I? Mm-mm. But you say not trying to work. Mm-mm. I'm gonna come and get that refrigerator from you, Angie, this weekend. I had the flu. I sure did. And I shouldn't have been at work. I should not have been at work. I was tore up. Wanna know what you said? Bring you a sandwich. I can't drive my truck. No headlights. That stopped me before I even get to the expressway. Or stop me when I get off the expressway. Mm-mm. Your brother be in jail tonight. Like, sir, your headlights are out. Like, I know. Yeah, I know. I know. Your name. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the parking lights work. It's just the headlights. Mm-hmm. Your name. Mm. Yep, the parking lights are working. It's just the headlights. Go on, Scotty. I Want to Know Your Name from Walter and Scotty. They did an album all by themselves. And they did that. That was the only hit from that album, too, unfortunately. Anyway, it's your Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Ken Watlington, who just checked in. My sister, Angie, Angie Martin Turner, she said, bring me a sandwich. I'm like, I have no headlights. If I went out of here right now, I would get driving while black and no headlights. I'd be like the escorts. I'd be doing my show from jail or something. You know? It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories with Alexander O'Neill. If you were here tonight, you'd get it. Mm-hmm. Very good, very good. Half a hoagie. When you go out, turn your light to the on position, get out and give each one of them a good punch. They normally will come back on. I'll give that a try. Otherwise, I can't drive it home. You know, I get off work at 2 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock in the morning from the other station. So, you know, one of them had to drive to at night and the other one drive home from at night or in the morning. So, it used to be a time where mechanics would hang out at AutoZone and, you know, places like that. That don't happen no more. They don't hang out. I guess they ran them away or something. I'm like, dang. Yeah, but yeah, I tried beating on them and everything. It's like almost cracked the you know, the outer lens. I almost cracked that. I had to replace one of them, and there was a piece missing, so I had to tape it from the inside so it would stay, so I wouldn't lose it. The people at Arrow slash whatever the auto parts place is, they sold it to me like that. Of course, they discounted the price on it, but I guess they figured, you know, I could stick it in there somehow and make it stay. So that's it. It's like all these places, you know, I went to like 2 different places that fix, 3 different ones that fix cars. I'm like, Dad, y'all stay busy. You know, mechanic business must be, you know, where it's at. I'm in the wrong business. Mm-mm. That mechanic got killed a few years ago at the AutoZone on 87th. Oh, no. No wonder. I know which one you're talking about. The one over there by the Jewel Osco Grand Bazaar. Mm-mm. That's rough. Mm-mm. Yep, because, you know, every time I would go there, there was always somebody in the parking lot. Hey, fix your car? I'm like, okay. You know, they charge you little or nothing. You know, they just want a little, you know, snort money so they can go, you know, get them something to drink. So, a little snort money. Where's Sheila? I don't see Sheila. Where is Sheila? She all late and stuff. You know what they say, better late than never, right? She all late. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Sheila Forrest. Hello. Hello. Mm-mm. 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 Brr-dur, brr-dur. Like we used to say, good to the last drop. Yours right as rain from Nancy Wilson. That's going to do it for me. Al Greer, your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, that is. With bedtime stories, thank you so much for staying up with me. To Sheila Forrest, also to Ken Watlington, Daryl Owens, my sister from another mister, Angie Martin Turner, to Lisa Miller, my other sister from another mister, Deborah Watlington House, who you can hear every Sunday here on WOSD Radio with Ask Pastor Deb at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. And Daryl Owens, Ken Watlington, Lady G, John Caldwell, Lisa Miller. If I forgot your name, charge it to my head and not to my heart, okay? Thank you once again for listening. Don't forget to switch over and listen to the B-sides on WVON. Tonight's featured artist should be, it should be the Dells, but they have been known to, mess it up, but that's okay. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. And of course, we'll do it again real soon, right here on Bedtime Stories. Till next time, blue skies, green lights, and peace. Good night, Miss Delicious. Can't wait to see those toes. Good night, Paulette. Woo, y'all. Thank you so much. Paulette Sanders, I'm sorry I didn't mention your name. Um, like I said, I have not had a nap today. So I'm running on fumes right now. And my sister, and she knows it because she's heard me before where I was just, you know, flighty for no reason. So I was flighty tonight for no reason. But thank you, Ken. As always, I appreciate you, brother. You the man. You the man. You're the man. So I'm trying to get this car, this truck, trying to get it. All right, y'all. Good night and sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And we love you. We love you. Paulette, I will get some rest.